Ladies and gentlemen, I've tried to do my simple analysis on who is likely to be the governor in 2027, and I've realized one simple thing, that Simba Arati is going to retain the seat, whether people like it or not. He's going to retain the seat as the governor very early in the morning. First of all, let me tell you that Simba Arati and the grassroots, particularly not here in town but outside town, people really love him. People love him. But here in town, people are having negative thoughts about him. But the fact remains, the support that he's getting from the ground in the villages is quite important. This is going to form the basis of this analysis here today. But before I do so, please, if this is the first time you're watching our videos, kindly make sure that you subscribe, like, and comment, because that is the best support you can always give this channel. Now, why is Simba Arati going to retain the term next time again in 2027? Number one, Simba Arati as a personal, Simba Arati is, as an individual, is an orator, someone who knows to speak to the people that is leading. He knows what to say and when to say it. Simba Arati, as we speak today, if you hear him speak in the villages, the way people listen to him, the way he speaks a lot of sense, I don't think that there's anybody right now as we speak who can be able to beat him. There's no one. There's no one. Because Simba Arati is purely a politician that speaks what he needs to do, the way he needs to do it, how he needs to do it. Because he knows very well that the people who are voting for him are in this place, and this is what they want, and this is how they want it. So personally, Simba Arati, as an individual, Simba Arati is very good on how to deal with the people politically. That's the first thing. The second thing that we have to accept here, it is that Simba Arati, he has delayed development in towns, but in the villages, roads are being done. We have seen roads being built right, left, and center. We have seen, and actually also another thing we can also say, roads were not bad even during Ongwae's time. So there's no much work that Simba Arati has done. So maintaining the status quo, meaning that he has also taken the credit for good roads within the villages. In town, we can somehow say that he has not organized the town, but going to the villages, Simba Arati has done tremendously well that people are listening to him. Recently, I was watching his clips online, and one of the clips I found is this one. Listen to him. That means that Simba Arati is doing some significant work to the people of the villages. Having a hospital that is built, a hospital that has been built there for the people of that region. Then you come Simba Arati himself to launch the hospital. And apart from that, you even talk to the people, hold like a rally. That is going to happen. He's doing the same things William Ruto is doing. He's going to campaign. He's in campaign mood. So that means to get this person out of the people's minds, it's not going to be easier. Now, when you see him talking to the people in that way, people see the kind of efforts you're making. You're not going to remove him that easy. Also, Simba Arati is a person, if there's a clinic officer, a nurse who has failed in a hospital, he comes by himself to solve that problem. He gets the information, he says, I have to go, and people are called, he goes there, he mobilizes people, the people are mobilized, they come, and they listen to him punish this person or maybe quarrel him in front of the people. And as a result, you realize that people are saying, okay, Simba Arati kumbe ni hatari hivi. And that's how he's sinking in people's minds. And I'm telling you, Simba is going for the second term because of some of these things. And the reason I feel he is showing that Simba Arati is seriously rich. He has money. In 2022, Simba Arati had money than even Machogu, who was funded by William Ruto. He had huge amounts of money that nobody could be able to match his amount of money that he was giving to people. And actually went to places and ensured that he has branded himself enough. All the villages, all the houses in Kisii County, all markets, you could be able to see something written Simba Arati and his photo. Be it a billboard, be it an umbrella, be it a poster, be it anything. Written Simba Arati, be it a t-shirt. Written Simba Arati Netai, Simba Netai. It was all over. That kind of branding is done by rich people. He did the branding that made people respect him that much. Love him. Dance about him. There was a lot of singing. There's a song that went around in Kisii where people were simply singing the song all over. It was called Simba Netai. That kind of branding is top notch. You cannot easily get Simba Arati out of the people's minds when that kind of branding occurs. Another reason, it is the weak opponents. People are saying Osoro. Osoro kept on talking until he spoiled. Talking now and then. it reaches a point anaharibu. So being alternative becomes it becomes worse than Simba Arati. So in a nutshell, people decided no, Osoro no. Unless he decides today to change the way he talks, he's a good opponent. Another simple thing is that Osoro is very careless when he speaks. Apart from just speaking anyhow, he's also careless on what he says. Because we realized that recently he came to Kisii here and said Matiang'i is not enough to go for presidency. And in such a kind of a case, you realize Agusi is listening to him. He's telling Gusis. Then eventually people say, how can one of our own undergrade us this way? That simply spoils everything for him. Another thing, Simba Arati is also having weak opponents from other parts. People like Manduku. He wants to come to Vai, but he's a weak opponent. He's not with the people. All right? And such kind of occasions, such kind of things make Simba Arati get more strength on the ground. People come, like right now, if you ask someone here that, hey, who do you think do you think Simba Arati will go for the second term? This person will say, yes, Simba Arati hasn't done much. But who is this going to remove him from power? Because they are seeing around, nobody's there. So having weak opponents also gives him the strength to be the governor in 2027 again. Another reason as to why I feel strongly that Simba Arati might go for the second term, will go for the second term, is the fact that he's decided to support Matiang'i. He has decided to support Matiang'i to go for the presidency. And I was telling you guys in another video that so long as you have Simba Arati, Kisii, it's 100%. Gusii, the entire Gusii is 100% behind you. Because this is the only mobilizer we have who can spend his money to change things politically. This is the only politician we have who can spend his money to change the way things work in Kisii County and Nyamira County. So having Simba Arati on board, it simply changes everything. The support Matiang'i is going to get here, it will be terrible. Immense. I heard him speak some other day in an event he went to launch a hospital that if he comes to if Matiang'i announces for president had been on the ballot, and then it is 1 week to elections, and then if you're the one person, or that person who does what you call selling of local brew in Kisii here, Gusii here, we have local brew called Busa and Changa. So if someone has opened selling 1 week to elections, he's going to ensure that they demolish that house completely. Not just pouring the pombe down. He's going to demolish the house completely. And then kesi badai. Because you shall have made many people not to go and vote. And that is very right. Some people don't vote not because they don't want, because they drink a lot and forget to go to the queues and vote. So he wants to ensure that there's 100% or 99% voting for Matiang'i come 2027. And Kisii are going to produce not less than 3 million votes across the country. Because I know these people are many. We are many. I know that. So Simba Arati's support for Matiang'i gives him also the strength to go for the second term. And that is my video there and there. Let me see in the comment section, you guys, what you think, if Simba Arati is going for the second term or not.